Well, did you ever ask yourself, Al, why, after 2 wars and a bucket full of medals, I'm still a major? Booze and pudenda. In politer circles, I think they call it pussy. You see, there's a certain general, I won't tell you his name, but I was his aide for a while right after moving up to major. And he had this wife who was some 20 years younger than he was. And I guess he wasn't up to snuff in the conjugal department because it wasn't long before I found myself being groped. But I was a gentleman, Al, and this was my general's lady. And I tried to be courteous and remain upright at all times. But shit, how long can a fella remain upright when he's being crawled all over every time the general goes out to take a pee or something? Well, finally I screwed her. Big mistake, Al. Turned out I got hooked. Thereafter, I found myself humping her on any and every occasion, in all fashions known to man. Then one night there was this big to-do at an embassy in Washington, a very prestigious affair, even the president was there. And I accompanied the general and his lady. And when the general was brown-nosing the president, the lady and I went out into the garden. You know what a gazebo is? Well, it's this big birdcage piece of junk that sits in gardens covered with rose vines. The lady and I slipped quietly into this dark little bower, and she sat with her back to the door, and I remained standing, keeping a sharp lookout all around, whereupon she proceeded to make love to me, orally. Well, as you well know, there comes a point in the sexual encounter where a fellow's apt to lose interest in his surroundings, and that's exactly what I was guilty of doing. And when things swim into focus, the first thing I noticed was the general, standing in the arch, pink roses all around his old gray head, and next to him was the ambassador's wife and the President of the United States. And the lady with her back to the door didn't know they were there and had not yet ceased operations. And that's why, after all these years, I'm still a major.